Doctors are shocked. This vitamin boosts your legs and stops cramps for seniors. The simple aspiration of beginning a new day, stretching, rising, and feeling an undeniable sense of stability, strength, and secure balance is a fundamental human desire. It's the confidence to embark on a long, leisurely walk with a beloved partner, to sway joyfully to music at a grandchild's wedding reception, or to simply transport groceries from the car into the kitchen without a second thought or a need for assistance. This vision of effortless mobility, however, often remains an elusive dream for many seniors. Instead, a harsh reality frequently sets in, manifesting as a pervasive tightness in the calves, an unsettling numbness creeping into the feet, or the sudden excruciating jolt of painful night cramps that shatter peaceful slumber. Some individuals might even unconsciously begin to modify their routines, opting to bypass stairs, curtail their daily strolls, or instinctively grip furniture for support merely to stand up. The profound truth, often obscured by the common misconception that these leg issues are an unavoidable consequence of advanced age, is far more empowering. More often than not, these physical challenges are urgent signals from the body, indicating a critical nutritional deficit. The intricate architecture of strength, the fluid flexibility, and the precise coordination inherent in the human legs are profoundly reliant upon a finely tuned symphony of specific vitamins and minerals. When even a single component of this vital nutritional chain is either diminished or entirely absent, the repercussions ripple throughout the entire system. This impairment extends from the precise firing of neural messages transmitting commands to your muscles to the robust capacity of your bones to absorb the constant pressures of daily life, and the efficient circulation system that diligently delivers life-sustaining oxygen to every tissue where it is most desperately required. This comprehensive exploration delves into the 7 most potent vitamins, empowering individuals over the age of 60 to reclaim dominion over their legs, catalyzing a significant boost in muscular strength, dramatically reducing the incidence of debilitating cramps, restoring a dependable sense of balance, and ultimately reinstating the ability to walk with profound confidence once more. It is crucial to absorb every insight presented, particularly the revelation regarding the number 1 vitamin, a deficiency that astonishingly eludes the awareness of most seniors, yet could represent the pivotal distinction between maintaining a sensation of lightness on your feet and suffering a perilous misstep that precipitates a dangerous fall. The journey to restored leg health begins with understanding the core elements, starting with vitamin D, the silent leg strength activator. It's often profoundly underestimated how this nutrient impacts more than just bone density. If you've ever experienced an unnerving unsteadiness on your feet, a subtle tremor, or struggled with a persistent, inexplicable muscle weakness, there's a significant likelihood that your vitamin D levels are critically low. Beyond its well-publicized role in skeletal health, vitamin D exerts a major influence on the actual activation of muscle fibers, those very same microscopic engines that enable you to effortlessly rise from a seated position, instinctively brace yourself during an unexpected slip, or maintain unwavering balance while navigating varied terrains. The pervasive issue, particularly as we mature, is that our skin's efficiency in synthesizing vitamin D from direct sunlight exposure progressively diminishes. Furthermore, many seniors, due to lifestyle changes or health concerns, spend an increased amount of time indoors, thereby further restricting their vital sun exposure. Extensive scientific studies consistently demonstrate a compelling correlation between suboptimal vitamin D levels and compromised balance, sluggish reaction times, and, alarmingly, a heightened propensity for falls. This is not merely a coincidence. Vitamin D subtly yet profoundly influences not only the direct muscular function, but also the intricate neural pathways that govern these muscles, alongside modulating the inflammatory signals that directly impact mobility and overall movement quality. While natural dietary sources include fatty fish like succulent salmon, fortified dairy products, and nutrient-rich egg yolks, alongside carefully managed, safe sunlight exposure, achieving optimal levels through these means alone often proves insufficient for seniors. Therefore, supplementation under medical guidance frequently becomes a necessary intervention. It is highly advisable to consult your healthcare provider regarding a suitable daily dosage, typically ranging from 800 to 2,000 international units (IU), particularly if you have experienced a fall, endure chronic muscle pain, or exhibit restricted mobility. The transformative impact of restoring vitamin D to healthy levels is often profound and widely reported by seniors who frequently describe experiencing noticeably stronger legs, improved posture, and a revitalized sense of personal independence. Following closely is calcium, the bone movement connector, an indispensable partner in the symphony of leg strength. With adequate muscle support now addressed, attention must turn to their foundational counterparts, the bones. Nothing is more intrinsically essential to the structural integrity and stability of bones than calcium. Most people primarily associate calcium with its role as the predominant bone mineral, which is undeniably true. However, its influence extends to something even more immediately critical: precise movement control. Every single time your leg muscles execute a contraction or a subsequent relaxation, they harness calcium as the fundamental spark to initiate that crucial physiological action. The challenge arises with advancing age, as a natural decline in bone density typically commences. If dietary intake or supplemental calcium is insufficient, the body, in its wisdom to maintain essential physiological functions, will invariably draw calcium directly from your bones. This insidious process contributes to progressive weakness, a pervasive stiffness, and in more severe, protracted cases, can culminate in debilitating fractures or painful spinal compression. Optimal dietary sources of calcium encompass readily available dairy products such as fresh milk, various cheeses, and creamy yogurt. Additionally, calcium can be found in nutrient-dense leafy green vegetables, fortified tofu, sardines consumed with their bones for maximum benefit, and plant-based milks like fortified almond or soy milk. If these calcium-rich foods are not consistently incorporated into your daily diet, you are very likely falling short of your body's requirements. Most adults over the age of 60 generally require approximately 1,200 milligrams of calcium per day, with some individuals potentially needing higher doses if they have been diagnosed with conditions such as osteopenia or osteoporosis. It is paramount to remember that calcium's efficacy is significantly amplified when synergistically combined with vitamin D. Therefore, pairing these two nutrients ensures maximal absorption and utilization. When your body achieves adequate calcium levels, the improvements extend far beyond mere radiological evidence on X-rays. Individuals often report a noticeable reduction in post-walk aches, enhanced balance, and a tangible surge of power in their legs when transitioning from sitting to standing or ascending stairs. Next in line for holistic leg health is vitamin B12, the balance and nerve guardian. The unsettling sensations of pins and needles in your legs, a peculiar numbness in your feet, or moments of disconcerting dizziness while walking are not merely minor inconveniences to be dismissed. These symptoms can serve as potent indicators of critically low vitamin B12 levels. Vitamin B12 is profoundly crucial for maintaining robust, healthy nerve function. It plays a pivotal role in facilitating the body's creation of the myelin sheath, the protective, insulating coating that envelops your nerves, thereby enabling electrical messages from your brain to reach your legs with unparalleled speed and clarity. In the absence of sufficient B12, this vital signal transmission is significantly decelerated, directly leading to impaired coordination, an unsteady gait, and an elevated risk of falls. As we progress through the aging process, our bodies naturally produce reduced amounts of stomach acid, which is an indispensable component for the efficient absorption of B12 from dietary sources. This issue is particularly prevalent among seniors over the age of 60 and becomes even more pronounced in individuals who are regularly taking antacid medications or specific medications prescribed for managing diabetes. While B12 is found abundantly in natural animal products such as beef, poultry, eggs, and dairy, as well as in fortified cereals or nutritional yeast, if you've experienced persistent low energy, a sensation of numbness in your legs, or have observed any concerning balance issues, it is highly advisable to consult your doctor about having your B12 levels thoroughly checked. Many seniors derive substantial benefit from high absorption B12 supplements, often administered as convenient sublingual tablets or, in more severe cases of deficiency, through direct injections. When your B12 levels are successfully restored to their optimal range, the effect is akin to a complete reboot for your legs, faster reflexes, a significant reduction in tingling sensations, and dramatically improved stability. This translates not merely into enhanced physical movement, but into an invaluable peace of mind. Transitioning to another critical mineral, we explore magnesium, the cramp-calming mineral. Few experiences are quite as jarring and acutely painful as being abruptly awakened in the dead of night by a sudden, severe leg cramp. The intense, sharp pain, the instantaneous surge of panic, the frantic struggle to stretch and alleviate the spasm, only to be left wide awake for hours afterwards. If this scenario resonates with your experience, then magnesium may very well be the missing piece in your physiological puzzle. Magnesium plays an absolutely key role in facilitating proper muscle relaxation. It acts as a crucial regulator for the electrical impulses that meticulously control how your muscles contract and subsequently release. Without an adequate supply of magnesium, muscles can succumb to uncontrollable spasms, a phenomenon particularly common and distressing at night. The inherent challenge lies in the fact that magnesium is quite easily depleted from the body. Chronic stress, the use of certain medications for blood pressure and heart conditions, and even the regular consumption of alcohol or caffeine can silently yet significantly diminish your magnesium reserves. Compounding this, most seniors often do not consume a sufficient quantity of whole foods that are naturally rich in this indispensable mineral. Excellent dietary sources of magnesium include nutrient-dense leafy greens such as spinach and kale, wholesome almonds, nutrient-packed pumpkin seeds, protein-rich black beans, and whole grains like oats or brown rice. Interestingly, dark chocolate also contains magnesium, offering yet another delightful reason to enjoy it in moderation. If you are experiencing restless leg syndrome, frequent nightly cramps, or a general pervasive muscle fatigue, a daily supplement ranging from 200 to 400 milligrams of magnesium may offer considerable relief. However, it is always imperative to consult your healthcare provider before initiating any new supplement regimen. Once magnesium levels are adequately restored, many seniors report a profound night and day difference, a significant reduction in cramps, noticeably smoother muscular movement, and the invaluable blessing of a much more peaceful and uninterrupted night's sleep. Subsequently, we examine potassium, the muscle balancer, which is vital not just for your external stability, but for the intricate balance within your very cells. Potassium is an essential mineral that meticulously aids in keeping muscle cells appropriately hydrated, ensuring that nerve impulses fire correctly and consistently, and maintaining the smooth, efficient flow of circulation throughout the body. When potassium levels are too low, the entire physiological system can feel profoundly dysregulated. Potassium bears primary responsibility for enabling your muscles to contract efficiently and powerfully. It also plays a critical role in preventing excessive fluid buildup and works in precise synchronicity with sodium to uphold essential electrical balance across cell membranes. If your potassium levels are insufficient, you might experience troubling symptoms such as muscle trembling, a pervasive stiffness, or the frequent recurrence of leg cramps, particularly during or immediately following physical activities like walks. Regrettably, potassium deficiency is a common affliction among older adults, especially those managing high blood pressure and who are prescribed diuretics, which regrettably flush potassium out of the body. To effectively replenish this vital mineral, one should turn to an abundance of natural food sources. Nutrient powerhouses such as bananas, avocados, vibrant oranges, sweet potatoes, spinach, white beans, and even invigorating coconut water are all exemplary sources. There is no necessity to consume all of these daily. Rather, a consistent rotation of these foods into your regular meals will suffice. While potassium supplements do exist, their unsupervised use can pose significant risks, particularly if you have pre-existing kidney problems. Therefore, it is always unequivocally best to consult your doctor before considering any form of potassium supplementation. However, when your potassium levels are optimized and within the healthy range, the positive difference is often strikingly noticeable. Improved stamina, a significantly stronger and more confident walking stride, a reduction in muscle spasms, and the tangible benefit of more flexible joints. An often overlooked yet critical player in bone health is vitamin K, the bone protector you didn't know you needed. While vitamin D and calcium are widely recognized for their indispensable roles in skeletal integrity, vitamin K often remains in the background, despite its profound importance. This frequently overlooked nutrient functions as a silent, yet highly efficient traffic controller within your body's complex systems. It meticulously directs calcium precisely into your bones, ensuring it is deposited where it legitimately belongs, while simultaneously preventing its accumulation in your arteries, where it can cause significant harm. Without an adequate supply of vitamin K, calcium, instead of fortifying your bones, may mistakenly deposit in inappropriate locations, potentially leading to brittle bones, stiff and aching joints, and even serious cardiovascular issues. However, when vitamin K is present in optimal concentrations, it acts as a powerful biological glue, effectively binding essential minerals to your bone matrix and thereby supporting the development of stronger, more resilient, and more flexible legs. There exist two primary forms of this vital vitamin, vitamin K1 and vitamin K2. Vitamin K1 is predominantly found in nutrient-rich leafy green vegetables such as kale, spinach, collard greens, and broccoli. Vitamin K2, on the other hand, exhibits greater potency specifically for bone health and is derived from fermented foods like natto, a traditional Japanese soybean dish, sauerkraut, nutrient-dense egg yolks, and organ meats such as liver. Many seniors, unfortunately, do not consume sufficient quantities of either type, particularly if their diets restrict green vegetables or follow highly limited dietary patterns. It is, however, crucial to engage in a thorough discussion with your doctor before considering supplementation with vitamin K, especially if you are currently taking blood-thinning medications, as vitamin K can potentially interfere with their efficacy. When your vitamin K levels are optimized, the profound impact is evident. Your bones feel inherently stronger, your joints exhibit greater looseness and fluidity, and your legs feel undeniably more reliable beneath you, supporting each confident step after another. Finally, we arrive at the pivotal vitamin B6, the energy and recovery vitamin. Have you ever undertaken even a relatively short walk only to feel inexplicably winded, fatigued, and weak in its aftermath? Or perhaps you experience persistent muscle soreness for days following even minimal physical activity. These sensations could be a telltale sign of critically low vitamin B6 levels. Vitamin B6 actively supports your body's intricate capacity to utilize energy with remarkable efficiency, meticulously repair damaged muscle tissue, and maintain robust, healthy nerve function. Furthermore, it plays an indispensable role in the production of vital neurotransmitters, those chemical messengers that profoundly influence your coordination and balance. Suboptimal levels of B6 can manifest as premature fatigue, generalized muscle weakness, increased systemic inflammation, and even subtle yet impactful mood changes, all of which collectively undermine your mobility and erode your confidence in movement. You can find find vitamin B6 in a variety of wholesome foods, including lean chicken, turkey, salmon, potatoes, bananas, fortified cereals, and chickpeas. However, as we advance in age, our body's inherent ability to absorb and effectively utilize B6 tends to decline, a process further exacerbated if we are taking certain medications for conditions such as high blood pressure, diabetes, or arthritis, as these can unfortunately deplete B6 stores. The encouraging news is that B6 is a water-soluble vitamin and is generally considered safe when administered in moderate supplemental doses under informed medical guidance. Most seniors can benefit from a daily intake of 1.5 to 2 milligrams, sourced either from a balanced diet or a high-quality multivitamin. When B6 levels are successfully restored, the positive effects are often immediately felt: clearer cognitive function, a more consistent and sustained energy level, and stronger legs that exhibit a noticeably faster recovery rate after physical exertion. It transcends the definition of merely a vitamin. It acts as a powerful signal booster for your entire intricate nervous system, revitalizing vital communication pathways throughout the body. In summary, the profound insights garnered from this comprehensive exploration reveal a critical understanding. If your legs have conveyed sensations of diminished strength, if your balance has become increasingly precarious, or if you have grappled with persistent cramps, an unsettling stiffness, or a frustratingly slow recovery following movement, these are not simply unavoidable markers of the aging process. More often than not, these are your body's subtle yet urgent pleas for specific nutritional intervention. A deficiency, even a subtle gap, in just one or two of these 7 pivotal vitamins can initiate a detrimental domino effect, progressively weakening the very physiological foundation that is indispensable for standing, walking, and maintaining one's cherished independence. However, the inherent beauty and remarkable resilience of the human body, even at advanced ages such as 60, 70, or 80, lies in its astonishing capacity to respond and regenerate, provide it with the precise nutrients it requires, and it embarks on a remarkable process of rebuilding and restoration. From vitamin D's fundamental role in bolstering coordination and muscular activation, to magnesium's unparalleled power to soothe restless legs and alleviate cramping, to the neuroregenerative magic inherent in B12 and B6, every single nutrient plays an integral and distinct part in the comprehensive restoration of strength, precisely where it matters most for sustained mobility. Therefore, it is prudent to dedicate a moment this week to thoughtful reflection. Are these crucial nutrients adequately represented and consistently present within your daily dietary regimen? Is this the opportune moment to engage in a candid conversation with your trusted medical doctor about potentially undergoing a blood test to assess your nutritional status, or about integrating a high-quality supplement into your daily routine? Even seemingly small incremental adjustments to your nutritional intake can catalyze profound improvements in the way you fluidly move, in the unwavering confidence you feel with each step, and in the invaluable independence you steadfastly maintain.